Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is the Boss Babe Tarot channel, and this is going to be the first episode of my tarot tea time, where we spill the tea on all the new celebrity gossip, current events, and we use the tarot to figure out what we need to know and what's really going on. So today we're working on the infamous Jordyn Woods, Kylie Jenner, Kardashian family drama with Tristan Thompson, Khloe, Jordyn. I'm sure you guys have all heard of it, and that's one of the reasons why you clicked on this video. So, I've seen a lot of online tarot readers do readings for this situation, but I haven't seen very many do an updated reading for after Jordyn did her interview with the Red Table Talk and Jada Pinkett Smith. So today we're gonna do an updated one and see if we should believe what Jordyn was saying, if she's telling the truth, and what other things that we're not able to see clearly right now, and really see what's going on throughout this whole mess. So throughout it all, I'm gonna try my best to maintain their privacy. You know, there is ethics in tarot reading, and I'm going to not dive too deep into anything that the public doesn't already know, pretty much. Just give us some clarity on the whole situation and sort of see how it's all going to play out. So, we're going to start off by shuffling. I've already cleansed my decks, but we're going to start off by shuffling. I feel like this whole scandal has taken some weird turns, you know, and Jeffree Star even commented on it on his Snapchat when he had nothing to do with it, and kind of threw Jordyn under the bus and said that her whole interview was a lie and her and Tristan had been hooking up for a long time. And it's all just really confusing now, you know. I watched the Red Table Talk interview, and I thought Jordyn was pretty believable, you know, and Jada and Will really believed her and really sort of came around to try to support her. She seemed really convincing and really truly sorry for her actions, you know, for the part that she played. So I'm going to try my best not to be biased to that, but we will see what the cards have to say about the whole thing. Okay. I'm going to start over here. Okay, we'll start here and then we'll pull some more cards if we have to. So, this right here is Jordyn. So this tells us that right now she's in a place where she's really trying to figure out her emotions, own her emotions, and also grow up and do the woman thing and own the part that she played in the whole ordeal, you know, own what she may have done that was wrong in the situation. And this card tells us that right now things are starting to boil down. The initial hurt of it is gone, probably most particularly to Khloe and the Kardashian family. The initial shock and the initial heartbreak is gone, and now that they've had time to process it, they've lashed out. Khloe made a bunch of tweets that people have said could be questionable, and people have sort of condemned her for being really childish about it. But this shows that that initial wave of heartbreak is over, the initial shock, and they're able to really start to make the processes that they need to be able to start to heal from this and recover from this. This shows that there's going to be a new opportunity for Khloe and Jordyn to sort of make up, and for the family to maybe not bring her back into their good graces, but to acknowledge that yes, it wasn't entirely her fault, and to be able to open that door, to be able to have that conversation to start to figure out how they could possibly mend things. This card definitely represents the Kardashians. This is the win at all cost card. And this is the card that tells me that they know that they have gone a little bit too far, smearing Jordyn, her family, their friends. They've gone a little bit too far trying to make sure that they were the ones that got on top of this first, got on top of the story and stayed out ahead of it, and really had their guard on a little bit too much. So they recognize that they may have done a little bit too much, been a little bit too extra, too petty. Instagram comments, tweets, all that stuff. And this card represents the relationship between either Kylie and Jordyn or Tristan and Khloe. This card represents a really close partnership and relationship. And this card goes with this card. And it tells me that there's a lot of damage that has been done to the relationship. There's a lot of things that have happened that they don't know if they can take back. There's a lot of things that has really created chaos in the situation. And it's probably talking about the situation itself. And it just represents, you know, all the partnerships and the friendships and the really bonds that have been broken by all of this. This card mixed with this card tells me that Jordyn is really feeling all the repercussions of being outed by the family, getting all the opportunities that she had taken away, really the tarnishing of her name. She's really feeling it, but there are new opportunities after the Red Table Talk and after being able to reconcile that are going to try to help reverse that. There are a lot of people that got to see her side of it, a lot of people that got to hear her story that are maybe going to be a little bit less judgmental now. And there are some ways that she can reverse all the damage she's done to her career, to her reputation, things like that. And the whole situation being blown out of proportion like that has had a lot of repercussions on her personal life and her financial life, things like that. This card represents Jordyn and how it's her against the world, pretty much. A majority of people took the Kardashians' side. You know, people don't usually do research before they hop in on the celebrity drama. And this represents how she's basically had to fight against everybody else and really have her guard up when it comes to the entire situation. And last, this card tells me that this whole situation is about to take a completely new direction. So the entire situation was going one way, you know, everybody was against Jordyn, everybody was putting the majority of the blame on Jordyn, and this tells me that after the events that have happened, there's going to be a major shift and a major change in the way that the drama is directed, who the drama is directed at, things like that. There's going to be a really big shift in where the collective energy is being put and everybody's perspective on it. So we're going to pull a couple more cards to see if this is going to be able to be salvaged. So this card tells me that right now Jordyn is in a place where she is just really focusing on everything that she's lost. You know, she's really focusing hard on all the opportunities that may have been tarnished, her reputation that may have been destroyed. She's really focusing on the negative when there's still a lot that she has to be thankful for in her life. There's still a lot going for her, and there still are people out there who are taking her side and who are speaking up, and there's a whole community that's ready to come around for her. But it's really hard for her to see that right now because she's still so much in the thick of it. And this card tells me that the chances of them reconciling to the point where they're back to where they were at one point are not good. This tells me that the support system that she had within that family and the support system that she had in Kylie, it doesn't look like it's going to be able to be repaired. I don't see it ever being the same as it was again, and I feel like Jordyn feels that too. And this card tells me that Jordyn is really taking the hit internally from this whole thing. She's really turned her sights inside, and she's really trying to figure out who she is as a person. She really wants to be able to make it through this with a new understanding of the woman that she is. And this has really been a big event in her life that's making her reevaluate what she has, who's there for her, and what's really important to her in this life. And we will pull 3 more cards about her and Chloe real quick. Okay, so her relationship with Chloe. I feel like these cards are talking more about the financial damage that has happened from the situation between her and Chloe. I know she worked with the Good American line. She had her own page on the website. You know, she was really starting her modeling career through Chloe's clothing line. And because of the situation and because of some greed in the situation and disdain and hard feelings, it's really going to bring a financial hit to her, and it's really going to mess her up mentally, financially. It's really going to be hard for her to be able to recover from this. But I don't see the family ever accepting her the way that they did before. I don't see it recovering. Let's see now about the things that she said on the Red Table Talk. There have been speculation that she wasn't completely honest. Like I said earlier, Jeffree Star even commented on his Snapchat and accused her of seeing Tristan for months, and saying that people have eyes everywhere, you know, nobody cares about an NDA in this town. We all know you've been seeing him, just get over it. And that really threw a wrench in everybody's perspective because, like I said, she had been really convincing. I believed her, and Jeffree Star kind of just inserted himself in the situation when nobody really asked him. Nobody even knew he was part of it. But we're going to pull a few cards here on whether Jordyn was telling the truth or not in her interview. So let's see here. Okay. Okay. So we're going to look at these. So what I'm getting from these cards is that a lot of the emotion that was there was true. You know, a lot of the regret, a lot of the remorse was true. The romantic interest gone sour, Tristan's encounter, you know, but not all of it was true. There's some things that she may have kept from us, you know. I also read that there was a non-disclosure agreement signed by the Kardashians. So there are some things that she couldn't tell us, and there are some things that she omitted just for her own good. You know, there are just some things that she omitted from her testimony just because she didn't want us to know, because she wasn't happy with the way that she had acted. She wasn't happy with her actions, and she didn't necessarily want to put herself on blast. You know, and who wouldn't? I mean, who would? But I'm really interested to see how this all plays out. This is a really sticky situation, you know, and I really hope that things work out for her. I really hope that she's able to make amends with Kylie, because her and Kylie were so close. But right now, the way that things are going, it does not look like they're gonna ever be able to even be friends again, you know? So that's it for this video. Like the video if you liked it, comment and let me know what your thoughts are on the whole situation, and subscribe to my channel for more celebrity tarot tea time.